This time we're actually gonna get to Lydia. No, we won't. But it is once again my goal. But you know about goals.
I have none.
I somehow am closer to Lydia's husband than Lydia.
He's so cool, though.
I
wish he was a single bachelor so we could fall in love with him.
Well, if Lydia gets executed.
So if we frame Lydia for the crime, because we definitely could at very least, even if she didn't do it, we could definitely frame her for it at this point.
Oh yeah, she's such a suspect.
We have plenty of evidence, so then we can just have that handsome skeleton man to ourselves.
Yeah. But somebody could have stolen her knife and intentionally put her perfume in the dumped
It does seem
helmet.
too, like...
That is some nonsensical Phoenix Wright shit that somebody would do. Dude,
I was trying to explain a plot point in Phoenix Wright the other day, and it like made me laugh just trying to explain it. It was the part where Edgeworth was in the elevator, and somebody had shot his dad, and how the shot was through
Careful
the already...
spoilers.
Yes, okay, I won't spoil it. But you remember that nonsense.
Oh, yeah. No, every solution for every case, pretty much.
It was like 10 times removed from what would make sense.
Can I ask you a personal question?
It's been a while since I felt this particular kind of stomach-churning dread.
Where did you take a dump in the Idle Lands? I didn't see a toilet up there.
You don't need to. It's a special, wonderful kind of punishment.
What?
You get put in a kind of suspended animation where certain bodily functions aren't needed, but you're still fully conscious. So you are forced to have eternal solitude without even having the luxury of a good bathroom break.
Man, I hate the Syndicate. So has she like not eaten or drunk anything?
I suppose.
In eternity?
Well, you're buying those vending machines. Yeah, I guess you're just up there like not starving to death, so.
Yeah. It's a reason for me to be obsessed with all the vending machines. Is that her? That is her. But also...
Was Shinji spying on us when we were in our little secret?
Well, he did come up and he was the first person
there
when
right.
we woke up.
Yeah, yes.
He was like, and we started the game and he was just in our house, like at the door.
Yep.
Like I guess the moment the seal broke, he just showed up because he's a little trickster that shows up everywhere. And he's like, I don't see a toilet here.
This is his first instant thought.
Yeah. Yeah, there's honestly a very small area to be stuck for even a day, let alone thousands of years.
Yeah, I mean, granted, their years are much different than our own, but still.
Shameful fake golden crown obtained. Someone used the black market for status. Foolish reprisals are often deadly. What was it, a Burger King crown?
I remember those. And the In-N-Out hats.
I imagine they still have them.
I'm sure they do. I just haven't I haven't asked for a Burger King crown in quite a long time.
You don't have a child, and I'm not a child.
Well, I also don't eat. I'm also a vegetarian.
Oh yeah,
so
that does reduce your options.
Me going to Burger King doesn't happen very much, and I feel like their fries have gotten worse. When I was a kid, I swear Burger King fries were like really good.
I think trash feels better when you're a kid too.
I guess so. It must be it, but I don't.
Second island sequence. The vampire murders begin. We will be haunted by this vile monster in our ranks. Like if I put too much sweet stuff on like waffles or whatever, just makes me feel sick. But I used to just slather butter onto my waffles and then put chocolate chips on that, then microwave it, then put the syrup on top of that when it was done. And like that was just like a daily thing, like 4 waffles just covered in too much extra stuff.
I like. So I think you like sweets a lot. Like of all the people I know, like you probably like sweets maybe the most. But when I like sweets, I either like chocolate or just straight sugar. Like
straight sugar.
Like Peeps or like sugar cubes. I just eat sugar cubes. Or like I had a Nerd's Rope for the first time in years the other day, and it was so good.
Ooh.
I forgot how good they
Galaxy
are.
Trash.
That's the most beautiful trash I've ever seen. I mean, besides...
Why is there a lights show on this Debris?
Debris? Why is Aurora Borealis on that Debris?
Aurora Borealis! I don't think I've ever seen an episode.
I definitely have.
I've just seen that. I think I've just seen that scene out of context. And it is really funny, but I think, hey! I don't think I've ever seen it, though, in context.
It just illustrates the absurdity of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a good scene to illustrate how the show goes.
25 years of...
There was for a while.
Don't you think it's a bit of a flaw?
What is?
allowing a possessed citizen to stay on the island. You people are all about getting rid of demons. It's one of your main things. You never shut up about it.
Convenient?
Cynical.
Well, defensive sounds bad. It is a little convenient that the perfect weapon would be left on the island and not eliminated.
Good scapegoat as well.
You think that's what happened?
I really don't care, Love Dies. I'm just shooting the shit. See you around. What a joyful little piece of bullshit.
And it is a good point. You think that, like, they would have just gotten rid of the thing that was causing the island to not be perfect.
Knife through the heart, and there's a knife through the knife.
Bar through the heart?
Funnily enough, the knife is through the knife instead of through the heart.
Bar knife through the heart.
The knife should really.
To blame.
The knife should be on heart, but it should be behind heart, so it's readable. That's like a graphic design nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to read that.
It's not great. I'm so off on a tangent. I meant to explore that one area, all that area downstairs. Now I'm going up.
And that leads to a whole nother thing.
Hey, I keep finding my way to you on accident.
It's meant to be. See it? House of bliss. The heat gave way, as it always does, to lust. Ours was a life of indulgence. We were fierce. We were alive. Tens across the board.
Epic.
Epic.
Sup? Even at your house, there's still signs for your wife.
No, that's not his wife.
Oh, right, yeah.
Lydia's his wife.
23rd
he
island
wishes.
sequence. This one is nearly perfect. It lasts for so long. Carmelina is truly a genius. This is like a restaurant, isn't it?
I don't remember what he does.
There's just a bunch of these around.
It's funny though that like I love in games when you can just like walk past someone and just look at all their stuff and they don't say anything to you about it. They're just like they stand there waiting for you to talk to them.
I will now look at all of your house, Pokemon character.
Yeah, let me turn on your TV and then like change it to the news station and then do this and then do this.
Yeah, you can like fuck with their radio while ignoring them in their own house.
Yeah.
Ooh. It is like when I went to the witness to the end, and secret tunnel. I checked out. We talked to witness to the end. I checked out their apartment before I talked to them, and then I accused them of stuff I saw in their apartment. Yeah. That's about to happen here.
I mean that's how real sleuthing works.
They sure seem like a murderer right about now.
A secret tunnel, huh?
Little Bonnie and Clyde.
Or they're having an affair. We could just. I mean that might be.
Were Bonnie and Clyde both? Were they a man and a woman?
Yeah.
I guess Clyde is a dude's name.
The reason I remember that is because Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Sue is the ghost for Miss Pac-Man, and Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde are the ghosts for Pac-Man.
Huh.
They changed the orange one to a girl in Miss Pac-Man, and it's Clyde in the original one. Miss Pac-Man's better than Pac-Man.
I think that is pretty consistently thought. Is that Miss Pac-Man? It is just a sequel,
true.
So it's just more.
It would be very funny if there was a game that was like a murder mystery game like this, and there was a secret tunnel like this, and it's supposed to be very suspicious, but in the end it's just hiding like their dirty magazines or something. Mm-hmm. Like you go on this wild goose chase, but it's just because they're ashamed of something stupid.
Oh, my smut cave!
Oh no, you weren't supposed to see this.
Don't turn on a black light in here. It's like a Jackson Pollock painting.
What's that from again?
That's from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. A secret tunnel into the dead zone. Someone has been naughty.
The dead zone. Oh, it's full of the weird galaxy trash. Very naughty. Is that also from Courage?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you come here so I could shave you. It's the barber that has like he only rhymes and he talks about how he shaves people's heads. Like
I need to rewatch all
background.
Courage sometime. Jesus.
And it's surprisingly scary for being just about a barber.
Yeah.
But they just really do a good job pacing it, and the anticipation of like the seeing what he does to everyone is like really fascinating.
I kind of just need a refresher on some shows that just live rent-free in my brain all the time. And I just need to rewatch all of Courage, The Good Parts of SpongeBob, Rocko's Modern Life, and Star Trek. That one's a bigger ask.
Rocko's Modern Life, B-52s. This is a whiskey distillery. It's in use, but the dead zone is supposed to be sealed. Has Sammy been making an illegal blend? There's something odd here. This is a medical-grade blood chiller designed to keep blood cooled when it is being transported.
Is Sammy a vampire skeleton?
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
This is chiller.
Chiller. There's an empty blood bottle inside. The label has been scratched off, but I can make out a K as the first letter of the name.
Oh no. I'm guilty.
Keith. Blood
not found.
Oh no, that's a bad thing sometimes.
Blood on the... You got a big old case of blood on the outside.
This bottle has been scrubbed clean. There's no trace of any blood.
I have a bad feeling about this.
After being used, this was cleaned to remove evidence, but why keep it? Paranoia? No one comes into the dead zone, so it wouldn't be found. Helps incriminate others if this is unaccounted for. I need to find what this is linked to. Just going to Sam about it without context will make him clam up.
More. The Way of Blood Bar.
These people have had a lot of whiskey.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if they just got worse and worse at talking to each other.
What do you think rules the world?
The Syndicate.
No, not our world.
The real world?
No, not that one either.
What other world is there?
The metaphorical world. The concept of world.
Shut the fuck up.
Get out of here with your Y2K shit.
Like,
done with you, Alex.
If I was this lady at the bar, I'd just be like, oh my god, not this again. Like, shut the fuck up. You always get this way when you're drunk. You mean the gods?
No. Yes. Are they the only gods? I have to interpret the punctuation because there is none.
Probably, possibly, maybe, definitely, absolutely not. How can we say? How can we know? If you worry about that, you'll lose yourself in the music the moment you want it.
You better never let it go. I don't want to lose myself or my spaghetti.
It's mom's spaghetti. Good, it's easy to do.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to flow. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
You better. Mom's spaghetti comes once in a lifetime. You ready?
Is there a...
I love the edit where it just says Mom's spaghetti a million times, and the whole rap's about the spaghetti.
Is there a Lemon Demon? A Neil Cicierega remix of that one? Like bustin', 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 bustin'.
I don't think
Feel good.
I don't think it's by him, but there is a.
I feel like he would have made one.
There's just one, and he uses like Mom's spaghetti like every like 5 words, and for some reason it still sounds great. Like it actually works really well.
Or it's there's a remix of "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer, where every single line of dialogue or every single lyric is "wrestles with Jimmy."
yeah. I think I've seen that one.
Wrestles with Jimmy. Wrestles with Jimmy. It just keeps going and going.
Oh, dude, I saw one that was really irritating, but in like it was it was terrible because it was not satisfying, but it just irritates you. But it was that song 2 by Blur. Woohoo! Woohoo! But like never stops woohooing. And you think it's gonna go to the next line, but it keeps cutting off the next line instead of ending it, it just goes woohoo! Where like the sentence is supposed to stop. It's the most irritating thing I've ever seen. It's great.
Or like the best, 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 the best. It just goes on. So I think it's the Best of You by the Foo Fighters, where it
someone getting the best.
Yeah, it plays
best,
completely normal until the chorus, and then it just plays that as a
best.
loop for the rest of the duration of the normal song, and then it just cuts off. It never continues past it. Winning Devil whiskey obtained. A whiskey that hasn't been aged. Nutty, sweet, and peppery. Sometimes drunk for luck during gambling. What?
It's people you drink. It's been.
Oh,
it's
it
drunk
sometimes
for,
is drunk.
It is like
luck.
Yeah. It's a verb past tense. Something has been destroyed here. It's my self-esteem. Starlight says there's nothing unusual here. Some metals, plastic, tinted glass, and fire-resistant fabric. No way to tell what it was.
They told me the jet would give me the jitters.
Well, did it?
I had a bit of a breakdown playing Fallout 4 as a stealth character, and just every few seconds someone would be like, "Is someone there?" They told me the jet would give me the jitters. It was like a fucking arrow to the knee kind of situation where they just said it like every 10 seconds when I was infiltrating a place. I'm like, okay, come on, guys. Maybe it's not the jet. Just maybe. Maybe you're all collectively noticing something.
Sometimes I'll play, like, I'll see like a game like that, and it occurs to me, like, didn't playtesters suggest adding extra sound bites or playing sound bites less? Like, don't you think that it comes off as irritating? Why did no one catch that? You couldn't record, like, 2 extra lines of dialogue and space them out a little bit further? Like,
edge.
This place down here is pretty cool.
This is really weird.
I like how these buildings have veins.
Yeah. It's like a glittery version of Pathologic.
Well, everyone knows that glitter makes everything better.
Ooh.
Henry's apartment. Ground zero for the demonic invasion a decade ago.
Got it.
This is where the demon possessed him. He killed his mother and allegedly killed Grace Bloodlines. Bloodline ended right there. Demons spilled out and corrupted the island. This concrete sarcophagus was built to contain the spread. As soon as the demonic corruption took hold, it marked the beginning of the end for Island Sequence 24. Which truths are contained within.
What?
So this is the apartment where, like, everything
marked the
went
end
down.
for Sequence 24 a decade ago?
Well, you know how time passes in this world. This guy's been in jail forever, but to them, like, a decade's not even that long of a time, considering you were there for
but I thought
eternity.
every cycle lasted a really long time. 24 didn't last. I guess 25 was like it was supposed to be perfect. They thought, and it's less than a decade old.
No. 24 is more than a decade old. It's just that the end.
No, 25 is less than a decade old. Or no, 24. Yeah, 20. This one.
No.
Wait.
No, she's saying 10 years ago.
Oh wait.
The demon possessed that guy.
Right.
The island existed before that.
I keep forgetting we're in 24 right now.
Yeah, it's just been 10 years since, like, the beginning of the end of the island, I guess.
I fucked up and thought they were talking about the previous island, and I'm like, what? That means this one lasted less than 10 years. Hello, weird tiling.
Yeah, they didn't line that one up right.
There is an interruption. There is a repetition.
This is the first time we've been able to, like, enter an apartment.
Bones.
Usually
Yeah,
we
it's
just
the
get
first time I can walk in directly in full 3D.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, you have the passcode to the locker.
They love each other.
But it's not the passcode.
And one of them is very short.
Well, I mean, what's wrong with that? I should talk to Henry about it. It is in his apartment, after all. I mean, he's in jail, dude.
We'll find it eventually. It's just hard.
A chalked out ritual circle. Presumably where Henry conducted the ritual that caused his possession. Chalk symbols, candles, and statues of gods. Can't beat the classics when you're conducting an illegal ritual.
I feel better about not finding my goals immediately now because like we're getting so much more to ask them about. It's just still here?
Well,
is that Mom?
Is it? Oh my gosh, it is. The corpse of Rena Division, Henry's mother. He killed her via strangulation. Looks like the corpse was left here when the corruption happened and the area was evacuated. She's been decomposing for 10 years. No more evidence here.
Let's open it up.
Well, maybe he was trying to use the circle to do...
The left side of this sink is just flat. There's no hole.
Is it like Kanye West sink where nobody can figure out how it works?
Not even him. The TV's still on.
There's some item somewhere because I hear little scratchies.
Yeah, there's stuff going on around here. Wrestle with Jimmy.
Somebody's honey in my icebox.
Something a cold one. It's giving me chills. This bottle is ready to blow.
Of all like the classically accessible beers, like I think Heineken's my favorite, but it's like Heineken I think is pretty accessible. Like it's kind of like it's like a normal beer. It's not fancy. It's not like one of those hipster IPAs, you know. If you go to most places, you could probably get a Heineken. I think, like Sapporo and Heineken. Like Guinness. Guinness is good.
I'm gonna bleed on you.
What a threat. It's like, oh, don't hit me. I'll bleed on you.
Dying from sadness carving obtained. A carving about the god dying from sadness.
Oh, that's the one I pray to.
A sentient rock that drifted to earth in the wake of the other gods. A despair philosopher. Well,
I already know my favorite.
Oh! Well, press that sprint button. This is a waterfall away from me. It takes you further every day.
Hey.
And it's cool.
Dear Daddy, I write you.
In spite of years of silence, you cleaned up, found Jesus. Things are good, or so I hear. This bottle of Stevens awakens ancient feelings. Like father, stepfather, your son is drowning in the flood. What? Yeah. Burned into my brain.
You gotta pull out Rock Band again sometime.
It is from the original set list of the first game, and we just didn't have that many songs back then. So you did them a lot. The room is on fire and she's fixing her hair. Tell us.
That sounds like her priorities aren't very good.
No, you're not boring. 69 sequence, the time for watching Crow's Circle.
You want to try that again?
It's a time for watching the Crow's Circle.
Yeah, so, yeah, what is this area that we are in? I mean, this is just ground zero for the demonic possession, so everything's just fucked here, I guess.
I think we're gonna get more context about the dead zone at some point. Which is a really unique looking place.
It's like
a cool idea for corruption.
Well, it's also like a drastic difference from what we get to look at all the time, which is like really idyllic and island. It's like island vibes everywhere.
Yeah, this is decidedly not vaporwave looking.
Which is nice, only because
this is creepypasta looking.
It gives you something else to look at.
Pretty pasta.
It's good for parkour. All of these angled buildings. Tap, 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 tap.
I wonder where it is.
I think yeah, it's really convenient they made their wires all bright and pink. Was that all it took?
I think so. Is there anything up here? Stepfather. Ooh. Keep that in mind for later. She has a lot of exertion sounds.
I was thinking about that earlier where I was like, I've never jumped and made any sounds like that. But then again, I can't double jump, so maybe I don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
This door has a lock coded to witnesses and Carmelina's blood vials. Witness has been entering this pretty regularly. Witness last entered 2 days ago. Carmelina hasn't been here for years.
What's up, witness?
I'm getting an Australian
Why have you been here
tinge.
recently? Oh, it's a CRT?
I spell cozy with an S.
So it's called?
CRT? Like a TV?
Oh, right. MRI.
Yeah, there you go. Well, this is cozy. There are crates that look like they could restrain something.
Yeah, on top of adding U's after O's, a lot of the British spellings don't have Z's.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that too. This place is full of restraints and operating equipment. The restraints are all blessed. Chains and holy crystals. Oh, it's like for the possession.
For holding down the vampires.
Yeah. The only reason you need these is if you're trying to contain something demonic.
The investigator is here.
A demon was being held in here. Maybe the silent goat. May the silent goat protect me.
They were holding a demon here.
I think that they brought the possessed guy here and they probably tried to exorcise him. This could be big. A hidden demonology bunker is a big secret. I need to find out if this is related to the case before I go knocking on doors. I don't want to rattle anyone unnecessarily.
But still, this is tied to... So Carmelina's been here before, but specifically Witness to the End was here like days ago.
Mm-hmm. There's some cool demon pictures.
Before the murder.
So now
it's
we
like
know
a bug demon.
That all the MRI machines at the hospitals are actually for pulling demons out of people.
He's got like a crescent blade tail.
It looks like an orange slice.
It looks like some, yeah, or like it looks like some of those funny fans, the ones that are on like a 6-foot stick.
Yeah, yeah. A containment crate. These restraints are covered in holy wards.
Like charms.
These could be used to hold a demon. Was someone storing a demon down here?
They look weird.
Like marshmallows on a string.
Yeah.
Like those popcorn wreaths people make for Christmas trees that I've never seen anyone make in real life, but I see in movies all the time. I think this is a chromatograph. I didn't really pay attention in that class. It was when Isaiah and I started dating. Happier days. What class did you do chromatography? Where was I for that class?
I don't think you have demons.
I mean, I don't know, Keith. I assume this device has something to do with studying demons. It seems to be some kind of high-powered microscope.
Why are you fluttering so much?
It's underneath the AC unit. It's cute. That looks like you're trying to bring your mom back from the dead and you're gonna sacrifice your arm and your leg to do it. 7
points. There's like 7 points and they're really strangely distributed.
Well, I think it's just a kind of, it's just a little hand drawn.
2, 2, 1.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They're, yeah, like usually stars, all the points are evenly distributed. This one's like weird.
This is used for tomography. I'm guessing it was being used to see what's inside a demon. Get on it, Lady Love Dice. It really is just an MRI machine.
Let me in. Well, this is different. We had no idea what we were stumbling upon.
Not at all. It's more fun that way. Oh, it's that little guy again. Kids love him, don't you know?
Kids love him. Even the corrupted one from the demon hellscape place.
He looks very stressed out when you look at him.
Just all the time.
Yeah.
He's very overworked.
Yeah, he looks overwhelmed constantly. Decontamination chamber.
Decontamination.
Open the airlock, Hal.
XO Presley has the deck.
Ooh, we could do
We can do our mountains now.
I think that one's pyramids. Yeah. So you got that third one for sure, and the sixth one on the top.
You mean this third one?
Yeah, that third one, and then the sixth one on the top.
Oh, that's the whole thing. We don't have to make the bottom.
That's nice.
Huh.
That one, and then the sixth one on the bottom, and then the one next to the one you just did. No, not. Okay, yeah, sixth one on the bottom.
There we go. You can undo it.
Oh wait, nope, it's not big enough. You just like you layer them all on top of each other.
I can go with reckless abandon now that I know that I can just undo my mistakes.
Must be nice. Oh, that's cute. You have to put little huts on them.
What?
What do you?
smaller pyramid.
No, there you
We
go. So now just the tree huts.
The pyramid vanished. What does it mean? What does it mean? What's up?
She's like, I didn't need to decode anything to get here.
Yeah. The dead zone holds many secrets. Look at the scavengers above it. They feed off things that do not want to be seen.
Speculate. It's a good place to hide something.
You bet it is, Love Dies. You bet it is. There's some shit in there, all right. See ya. There was, in fact, shit in there.
There was a dead mother in there.
Many a shit. We know your shit, sir.
We got so far from him. We were right next to him.
Yeah, I went into a tunnel in his house.
Without even asking him permission. We didn't even say hi.
No, we didn't even say hi. That's just how Love Dies do. I haven't saved in like an hour and a half.
Well, you ought to do that.
Distressingly small island. Yeah, it's supposed to look peaceful, but it's like weirdly stressful. Because it's like, what would you do on that island? It's just so fucking small.
Well, there's something ominous about everything.
18th island sequence. The erroneous timelines. Gregory Complex gave his life so that they might be switched back.
So the timelines might be switched back. Oh, there's like, wait, if you look,
yeah, I saw the goose.
Look to the left.
I saw the Spookums ghost.
There's a person over there.
Yep. That's the Spookums ghost.
Oh, you saw the Spookums ghost?
Yep.
C5, not C4.
That comes later. Or sooner, depending. Pillar Flower obtained, a standard carbonated soda drink, popular with people that enjoy sitting on their balconies, trying not to look their neighbors in the eye.
I understand that one.
I never want to look at my neighbors.
The amount of effort
never meet and not know each other's names.
The amount of effort I go to not talk to our neighbor, who will never see this, and thus I'm not afraid to say anything about,
Yeah.
is
the one that traps you in conversations for a very long time.
Yes. He caught me cleaning out my car once.
Oh, it turns when I turn.
Ooh. I mean, it makes sense.
Endless moon carving obtained. The goat woman settled in France and defended the country from dire rose, imprisoned in the underground palace in France during the Great Betrayal. Second France was not capitalized.
It got less important as time went on.
He trapped you car washing.
No. Oh, I never car wash. I was cleaning out my car.
Oh.
And he comes up and he talks to me as I'm awkwardly cleaning out empty bottles and cups because I'm a slob. And he offers help carry all the stuff inside that I'm cleaning out from my trunk. And I was like, no, thanks. And he's like, no, I definitely got it. And he carries it in anyway.
He trapped me in a Smash Brothers conversation once, and I was like, I had only come out to get the mail. And he caught me on my way back in, and I'm I keep visibly taking a couple steps towards my door over and over again, and he keeps just trying to revive the conversation, and it went on for way too long, and I'm I was I'm in the middle of my work day. I only stepped out to take a tiny break to walk and get the mail real quick. I wasn't trying to start an RNG conversation.
As much as I don't care much for people who can't read the room, if I'm trying to leave or make things brief, I'd appreciate it if you let me do that. As much as I don't like engaging with people when I don't feel like it, I appreciate those people because the world needs people like that.
Yeah, because otherwise we'll just not interact with each other.
Because if I just happened to be a really shy individual and was wishing someone would talk to me, that'd be the person.
Yeah.
I'm just an asshole.
But sometimes you're just oh my god, come on.
Well, I mean, I'm just jaded and
not
mean.
What I'm here for.
And I have friends already, so I don't need more. I'm happy with the way things are. I don't need another person to have to talk to.
It happened right here. Can you believe it?
Sure.
Believe what?
A horror, a waking horror. This island. It's a carnival of nightmares.
He looks excited. I thought he was happy.
He's horrified.
It has its charms.
You're insane, all of you insane. You're lucky you weren't got by him.
By who?
The vampire. Whoa. I called it kind of.
That is weird that you just said that.
That horror, the vampire horror.
A vampire killed you.
On this beach, a nighttime stroll resulted in gross murder.
Gross murder? Investigate, that's what you do. When was this?
What is time on these islands?
That's a good question.
No one cared. No one believes in vampires. It happened. I can't leave this place until I know there's evidence.
I need to investigate this.
Finding evidence is what I do.
The horror.
I found the evidence when I searched the surgery at Syndicate HQ. Oh, so you already have it, yeah. You were the 5th victim. Vampire report. The murders were covered up. The cause of the vampirism was never found. The killer was caught because of you.
Me?
The killer left a trace of saliva on you. They found him, a citizen. He was arrested.
The horror is gone. I can ascend. Take this. A blue demon gave it to me. He could see me.
A blue demon, huh?
Yeah. Who could it be? There's so many demons.
Was he also pink?
Was he also naked?
You think he maybe, I don't know. It's funny, blue is the first thing you think of. You don't say, there's so many other things to say about
with
Shinji.
A cube head.
You just say cube head.
Irreverent and squeaky and explodey.
Yeah, you could say exploding. You could say cube head. You could say cotton candy colored.
Also, why did he give him a blood crystal?
I don't.
There he is. I knew he'd be around here somewhere. Do you think whoever did the murder's evil? They have to be. They have to be, right? Murder's evil and so on.
I don't like this.
Evil is a worthless trait. Cowards assign to people they wish didn't exist. It's a hand wave. By not examining why we think of them as evil, we learn less about ourselves and our society.
The Syndicate's trying to resurrect a race of alien gods and enslaved man, and fought millennia-long wars. I don't think you should be spouting off about evil.
Faithless. You know what, Shinji? I agree with you.
That's a surprise.
I had some time to think in the Idle Lands.
Oh man, I love it when people lose their faith. Have a good one, you heathen. He's corrupting us. He's definitely the murderer. It is incredibly suspicious that there just is a demon. And he keeps asking us about murder all the time.
Well, I think that's why it's not him, because that would just be
it depends
so
on what,
obvious.
It probably depends on, like, was he telling the truth about being too weak to go through that barrier? He's a lesser demon, sad boy.
Well, that's why he's a little cheeky bastard, because he can't do actual evil things. Like, he just kind of bums around and explodes. Like, he can't. Like, what's Shinji really gonna do? He's not really a threat to us.
I got all the blood crystals and I scattered them everywhere. Oh, right. He had them. He's the one that scattered them all in the first place, which is why that guy has one, because it's just part of his scattering.
Oh yeah, his Easter egg hunt.
He doesn't see it as a currency. He just scattered them everywhere.
Just to be that way. Instead of just giving us money.
Point me at my solutions, obelisks.
They're so
as you
beautiful.
Did once upon a time.
They're a vending machine. This is the boarding point for boat trips, which go around the island. The sign says that the boat rides were shut down by Yuri Knight a few days ago. That bastard. There's no reason given. I wonder why. Is it because someone got murdered?
Just because he's a dick. Well, I think the murder happened last night.
Oh yes, of course. It's still last night.
Oh yeah, it has been there's been a day-night cycle, huh?
Yeah. Why would he shut them down early?
Yeah, maybe it is that.
Well, you know, Yuri Knight's working with Lydia, remember that? So
much moths.
Once again, that makes Lydia look suspicious, because she's the fairy woman, so.
That is what she do, is be suspicious.
That's all she's been doing so far.
Spin, Moon.
We haven't, like, talked to her enough to have any biases about her character. We just kind of, like, look at all this objective evidence to,
I mean, if anything, we were biased in favor of her because she was friendly.
Yeah.
And she's apparently a friend that we have history with.
That's what they want you to think.
I think that just is true. She is our friend that we have history with.
Oh, I know, but they want us as the player to be chummy with her.
It's all a trick.
With this, like, this supposed background that we were never actually a part of.
I like to think that the music we're hearing is just actually here. Just there's speakers like this all across the entire island.
They're just pumping in vibe.
Infinite vaporwave. Playful stones obtained. A common game among children is Celestial Thrones. Stones are arranged in a grid, and players take turns moving them to capture the opponent's stones and stacking them. Alright, I want to go along this whole beach, but this is supposed to be the Lydia episode, and we're down to the last 20 minutes of it, so I'm just going to run straight for her now in
just
a mad dash.
Run at her.
I don't even know where she was.
Yeah, we're like.
Oh my god, she's somehow 400 away. How did I do this?
That's really far, Keith.
How did I do this? But I will point out that with that ghost we just helped, I once again found the key before I found the lock.
And what you called vampires, that's pretty good.
That was also weird. The lines stop and start, geometric, crisscrossing the air. But not everywhere. I had a visit from the marshals. They're on to me. I bet it was the guy next door. All he does is feed the fish and gossip. Get a life.
Oh, he's talking smack about our other friend.
Did you murder Fishman? Was it you? We never even verified that he was murdered necessarily. Sploosh.
Yeah, I guess not.
He was dead, and he talked about his job constantly making him dissociate.
I mean, at this point, we just know everyone on the island got killed to ascend to the next one. So you just assume that they just died that way, unless given other reason. Headlights on the shore, midnight melancholy on a desolate road. You can't beat it. Absolute loneliness. Just you and the choices you made. Make sure you get home safe. I'd be scared to be out there with the choices I made.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad time.
These save points are so frequent. So frequent.
It's very nice. Ooh, what's this? What is that?
Eyeball. Are you taking pictures of me?
Seems like it.
That is uncouth. The button's not working.
You need to activate it first.
What was that about Lydia?
Yeah, who? Okay, it's gonna be a little pyramid again. So that one, pole, pole, tiny triangle, that one, yeah. That one. You're getting good. The nightmare computer controls the obelisks on the beach.
Ooh.
There's an activation command.
Activating obelisk star map.
I don't know, like that. What a cool power! I'm just in charge of all the obelisks.
Done. The answer to the second holy seal is revealed. Ooh.
What?
Go to space. Use the answer. See the cosmos. Fear the cosmos. Lust after the cosmos. Embrace the cosmos. Scream at the cosmos. Put a gun to your head and cry at the cosmos.
Got it.
I would have expected KHX to massage that text a bit before he released version 1.0.
Nope, lust for the cosmos.
These obelisks hold the secret to getting through the second holy seal. Normally, this requires a data key. KHX crafted the obelisks and the data encryption, a man of many talents. Inserting the data key handshakes with the computer and allows the user to activate the obelisks. Good job, Starlight. Good job, Starlight could break into it?
That's a Britishism, an Englishism.
What a good job good job noun, good job person's name.
It's a good thing, for example, to be replaced by good job.
Gotcha.
Like,
okay.
Good job that happened, and it's like not really. It doesn't sound right because it's not how we use those words.
I understand it. The logs show this was accessed recently by someone else.
That's weird.
Yuri. What was he doing here?
Sure.
Dude, this is Lydia.
All these people are so sus.
He connected a key and activated the obelisks. He's Lydia's person, and they're fucking...
Remember when we thought that Blood was the sus one?
Blood?
Is that her name? Crimson Acid.
Yeah.
She was like the sus one for exactly one episode. And then everyone else got way worse.
And then we met her, and she was really straight with us, and I was like, it's not her. There's something else here as well. A remote key. An unknown device wirelessly connected to the machine, and the key was input remotely 2 days ago. From where, though? It would need to be somewhere with line of sight to the device. Whoever remotely accessed it would need to be able to see the obelisks. Somewhere near here will have line of sight. Maybe up on the cliff behind me? The obelisks should tell me something at least.
I bet that's where Sam is.
Yeah, where...
Oh.
Well, maybe not.
Oh. Is that the HKX cliff where he got cliff-eated?
But that was that like underneath that area there was like nothing there.
What the fuck?
Oh well, okay.
Are those the 4 goddess temple things in the Ocarina's times?
It looks like this is showing me a code. The symbols are scholar, bull, snake, bird. I've seen these symbols before when I put on my spare helmet. I should go back there and try again.
We've got the space helmet puzzle.
Yes, yeah.
Scholar, bull, snakebird.
Yeah. You can do that immediately.
The horrifying depths of space can wait. Nope. Bye, Lydia. Psych, it's not the Lydia episode. It's the scholar, bird, bull, snake.
No, it was
scholar, snake,
no,
bull, bird. Scholar, bull, snake, bird.
Snake, bird, yeah.
Thank you for the teleport.
Oh, because the colors coordinate with the symbols. I was trying to figure out like why she was like, I know what it means.
Yeah.
These look like the symbols I activated on the beach. If I remember correctly, the pattern was scholar, bull, snake, bird. See, it'd be more fun if you didn't tell me that. Oh my gosh, they're just in order backwards?
They're just right to left.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe it's randomized.
That's it.
You notice how she said them in separate lines of dialogue?
Oh, so
it might be randomized per playthrough.
That's whatever. I think that the people who made the code just were really lazy. They did like 1, 2, 3, 4.
The password's 1, 2, 3, 4.
But they did 4, 3, 2, 1.
5.
It must have unlocked something. This was designed to safeguard against random attempts to crack the code.
Not very well.
No. Honestly, okay, the amount of combinations you have really there's not that many. You could sit there and just work it out if you really had to. Was Shinji right? Did the demon possessing Henry feel its way through?
Uh-oh. Maybe it's like an authenticator where it changes every few minutes.
Well, I mean, why would it change every few minutes if he programmed the obelisks to, like, have a set pattern?
Maybe the obelisks were designed to decode the authenticator. I don't know. I unlocked it.
I unlocked it. The third holy seal. It looks like a blood lock. Starlight can take a look. A blood lock coded to council blood. To get through this, you need to have the blood of one of the council members in you.
In you.
Or presumably a sample to trick the lock with.
Isn't the possessed guy the son of a council member that killed himself?
Yes. Who's blood logged in through here?
Henry Division. All the council.
All the council expected. This lock has hardly been used since the start of the island. There's only a few instances of logins over the centuries. Every time the lock has been opened, it has been as a group. The entire council, no exceptions, except recently. There are 2 anomalies here.
Strange.
There's an unknown blood sample that logged in last night after all the council had entered meditation.
Remember we found an empty blood vial that was completely cleaned out?
Oh yeah, you are right, Keith.
Don't test me.
Starlight doesn't recognize it. An unknown individual with council blood came through the lock last night while the council were meditating.
Henry Division.
How do we have an unknown suspect with council blood? Who else entered the hallowed ground?
What the hell?
Henry's blood was used on the lock last night.
Oh, so it's separate from Henry.
Huh?
It's separate from Henry because the other one, because apparently we can recognize Henry. So we don't know who the other one is then.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Does that put him at the scene? How the hell did Henry's blood open the lock? He's a citizen, not a council member.
He got the blood. Okay.
Yeah, so it is okay.
He's a blood relative.
I feel like blood relative, like that's such a. That doesn't seem like that's a very safe lock if you could just be like vaguely related to somebody. Like what if I'm like their cousin, but I'm like some evil cousin? I just walk in, like that doesn't seem very safe. And one of the council logged in 2 days ago, stayed a few minutes and left. Kafka memory. What was he doing here without the rest of the council? I don't remember who the fuck that is. The blood chiller Sam had his hidden distillery, had a blood sample bottle with the letter K on it.
Kafka Memory is just
Or
one
Kafka.
of the council members.
Oh.
Most of them aren't really characters. It's from our perspective yet.
Okay, so that one is just, doesn't have a picture.
Nah.
The bottle was scrubbed clean, but it could very well be Kafka Memory's blood. If it was, that means Sam used it 2 days ago to open this blood lock. Was he setting up the crime? I need to check with Doom Jazz. Maybe a sample is missing.
Is Doom Jazz the blood sample person?
Dun, 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 dun.
Who opened the third seal? The third seal is a blood lock coded to the blood of the council members. I need to find out who opened the lock on the night of the murder. I like how exploring is just no wrong answers in this game. Every direction you go in, you'll find something that seems incredibly important.
Well, I mean, I think like games that reward people for exploring, it's kind of a hard thing to do without getting repetitive. But if you can do that, it makes the game really satisfying for a player. I guess this is the fourth holy seal. What's the deal? There's a data port. Starlight might find something. Dip, 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 dip.
Dataport OS, Syndicate OS, Black Planet version. Interfacing, handshaking, authenticating. Welcome to Syndicate OS, Black Planet. To deactivate fourth holy seal barrier, please become godlike.
All right. Barrier. The barrier's freaking out.
I'll just clench.
Become godlike.
Please present godliness to bioscanner.
I would just walk right through that.
Get disintegrated instantly.
No.
Torn apart atom by atom.
It's checking to see if someone is biologically godlike.
Error, 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 error. Fourth holy seal is non-responsive. System has suffered a critical failure. Please reboot system. Leader Montserrat authorization required. Yeah, that's the only council member that has a face
What
so
the
far.
hell?
The fourth holy seal is toast. Whatever happened last night did a number on it.
We're gonna have to butter it. Error,
God-
error.
Error. Godlike. Did someone become godlike? There is a god in paradise I could ask. Who? Would it be Crimson Acid?
Oh.
Oh, well.
Oh.
I guess you're godlike enough. But
No.
Oh no! Keith, what do you do?
The
That's
investigator
weird.
is here.
The investigator is here.
The investigator is here.
I didn't think it was. I didn't think
Look
it
at those
go through it.
eyeballs.
Yeah, it's eyeballs and the syndicate heads.
What a beautiful image.
Un Shun. Andalusia. I am Un Shun.
Andalusia.
Andalusia.
I am Un. You know, okay, I've been watching a bunch of movies by that guy. Who's
Salvador Dali.
no,
wait, no.
Salvador Dali. Okay,
That's the completely wrong person.
No, not really. Salvador Dali is the artist, but he collaborated with Louis Buñuel, whose name I don't know if I'm saying right, who's a French filmmaker.
The fool.
It's like Buñuel. It's like B-U-N, but has a little squiggle on top of the N. U-E-L.
Buñuel.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
No, his movies are really good. I'm watching a bunch of French movies lately.
French is nonsense trying to pronounce it as an English speaker because it's like half the letters just don't exist. That they're pretend phantom letters.
There's a movie about a bunch of rich aristocrats trying to eat dinner, and the joke is that every time they try to eat dinner, something terrible happens and they can't eat dinner, and it ends up being dreams within dreams within dreams, and they just never fucking can eat dinner. It's a really funny movie. The discreet charm of the bourgeoisie.
I still need to watch a lot of old movies. Like Dr. Strangelove.
It's Doctor Strange Love.
Shh.
This blood trail leads away from the council penthouse. Whose blood is it? Whose blood is it anyway? No match to any council members that were in here last night. There is a trace of Aiz Kuwami's blood. That's the father of...
So, yeah.
That's the father of
He's the
the
one that had
guy,
a son.
of Henry.
Yeah.
He took his own life years ago, though.
Oh.
It doesn't match Henry's blood.
What does that mean?
Why doesn't it?
Are we wrong about the... Is Henry just a coincidence?
No, does he have a jar of his dad's blood?
That'd be weird.
That would be weird, but wouldn't it tell us whose blood it... Oh, I guess it did just tell us. He doesn't have a massive wound on him anyway. No matches. Someone else was here last night. Why does this blood just end at the wall? The wall is normal. No signs of secret entrance or anything. This just gets weirder. Well, you know what's funny though? Okay, hold on. Ais Kiwami had the birth certificates of 2 people. So one of them, whoa, this room's cool.
I think I might have found the council chamber.
Are they just...
That's Montserrat.
Are they just stickers?
There's Montserrat right there.
Yeah.
And a gun.
Why are they flat?
What? Demon body.
Why didn't anyone mention this before?
Because it was sealed. We're the first people to arrive at the crime scene.
Interesting.
Oh my god. What were you about to say? Do you even remember?
Ais Kiwami had birth certificates that were of 2 people born on
There was 2?
the same day. There was 2. And so I made a comment when we first saw that I knew that Henry Division was going to be Ais Kiwami's kid, but there was another person who's his sibling and we don't know who it is. Perhaps. I have to check the page, the one with all the population. Go to the population one. And go over to Ais Kiwami. No, okay,
After saving Doomjazz from torture, the 2 chased after the newly formed syndicate as they made their way through the Mesopotamia.
that one doesn't help. What about the isn't there like a note section or something? There were 2, I guarantee you. But I don't know how you'd find that.
10 years ago, demonic corruption incident. Henry Division illegally communicates with the gods and is possessed by a demon of unknown origin. Henry murders his mother and during his arrest also kills the syndicate's exorcist Grace bloodlines. Demonic corruption taints the island. Island 24 is condemned. Preparations are made for the birth of 25. It's our whole timeline? There's a lot of timeline last night. We got all these different things. Incomprehensible starlight. Forbidden city. Symbols of the witness. Symbols of justice.
That's justice,
inscribed in the surface, starlight.
That's like a moon surface, yeah.
This one's really nice looking. Colorful. Little map.
I don't know how you'd find it, but I swear there were 2.
Blood chiller, demon bunker, boat rides shut down.
I guess that wouldn't really be under crimes. Yeah, I don't know how you would find just random bits of information like that. The notes is what you're looking at before that had like everything, huh?
Who opened the 3rd seal? Birth record. Birth record found in Ais Kiwami's apartment. It's been tampered with. The name is redacted. It occurred 27 years ago. Henry was born 27 years ago. Does this give Henry the council blood needed to get through the Holy Seal?
I don't like that
the 3rd seal lock is a record of Henry's blood being used on the lock last night. How did this blood open the lock of Peace of Citizen?
They just tell me that. I like to think that I figured it out by myself.
An unknown blood sample was used to open the 3rd lock. One of the tampered birth records found in Quantum's
maybe there was only 1. I thought for sure there was 2 for some reason. Maybe I'm just a crazy person. Like they told me that they put it together for us. I like it better if we have to figure it out ourselves.
The investigator is here. Well, this is going to take a bit, so we'll investigate this next episode.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot minute.
This is going to be a whole thing. We just walked in on this. I guess I should have expected. We're going through the seals. We'd probably find the council chamber. Because yeah, they even say that they all come here together every time. Is that the save island? No.
I'm just excited to see if those are actually supposed to be their bodies or if they're just freaking like
I think these are
decals.
I think these are the bodies of all the council members.
Do you remember Fatheads, the big stickers you put on your
This one's got
wall?
his face. What?
Remember Fatheads? They used to advertise Fatheads on TV, and they're just like the gigantic stickers you put on your wall. They're just like gigantic human-sized stickers, and you get your favorite characters like Spider-Man. Fatheads.
Not really.
Yeah, somebody out there remembers.
One
But
question will
these
be,
all
will
look like
the
fat
number
heads.
of bodies be correct? There's also a demon body in here.
Yeah, want to talk about that?
Really important. There's the space helmets they used to get inside. Because yeah, there's a whole process. We had to go through all the seals to
They
get
all
here.
had to put on space helmets together.
Yuri.
Oh my gosh, Yuri.
Alright, look forward to that. So this is seal 4. This is seal 3, which we opened there. I think... Was that seal 2? Or
Seal
was
2 is outer
This
space.
was one of the seals. Mm-hmm. Was seal 3...
The seal 1 was just like the door.
It's hard to keep them all... Oh, the seal 1 was just the guards, right?
yeah, it
Which
was.
were murdered. Seal 2 might have been the space helmets. Seal 3 might have been the 4 symbols. And seal 4 is the DNA test.
No, they're not individual items.
What?
The seals are just barriers. So
Yeah.
the first barrier is the people. The second barrier is the outer space room.
Yeah.
The third barrier is that one with the little...
It's the puzzle. And
No, not the puzzle.
yeah, the 4-part puzzle.
No, that's the space room.
I thought just going into space was the second
No,
seal.
no, that whole room is the second seal. The third
but
seal...
the 4th seal is the blood test.
Yeah, but the one before
door.
that was the one that was just already...
Oh wait, no, the blood test was the 3rd
Yeah.
test, because the 4th test is whatever the fuck the eyeballs are.
Yes,
Which
exactly.
somebody defeated, so we didn't have to solve it. But we need to figure out what it was supposed to be and how somebody would do that. There's a save. Things are getting interesting.
As if they weren't like this whole time.
Maybe one day we'll talk to a person again.
We could probably beat the whole game without talking to anyone.
We just solve the murder right now.